Hello and welcome to the Metal Cell. I'm delighted to say I've been joined by Sakis from Rotting Christ. How are you,
my
Sakis?
friend?
Thank you for coming here, first of all, to Cork on behalf of all the Cork First and Irish people.
Yes.
It
Nice
is-
to meet you, my friend.
It is great for you to visit our shores. Have you had much time to...
You had much time, yes, but we spend more in a hotel because we are in the middle of a really long worldwide tour and
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. We feel always tired.
Yes, of
Maybe
course.
grow up.
And may I congratulate you on your fantastic album, The
Thank you, sir.
Heretics.
Thank you.
It is absolutely a pleasure to listen to it, first of all, and I love the themes behind it in each song.
Mhm.
Particularly, my favourite would be The Voice of the Universe.
All right.
Um,
All right.
Well, of course, because it's Ashmedi.
Yes. Yes.
Genius.
I'm very proud that my music can touch your soul, can speak to your soul. It's very important for me. This is the reason, actually, I write music.
Yes.
I do that 30 years, and when I receive feedbacks like this, always feel great.
Yeah. In my opinion, if Ridley Scott, for particularly this song, The Voice of the Universe, if Ridley Scott ever did another Gladiator,
All right.
that song, you know the movie,
yes. Yeah, of course I know the
Yes,
movie.
yes, yeah. That song in particular, and I love Gladiator, but that song alone just conjures up so much images for me.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So, how did you come across with? Is it Ashmedi?
Asmedi, yes,
Asmedi.
from Melekis. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
So when I was about to write something and use some Arabian, I always I try to find someone that is first of all is a friend of me, and second he speaks the language.
Okay.
So I asked for my friend Asmedi to join me and to sing together this song.
Had you the music wrote before you contacted him?
Yes.
Okay.
The music was written before. Yes.
And it was all produced and all. It was just, or
Yeah. So pre-production. Yes, I did produce in Greece and I mixed it in Sweden.
okay. The artwork by Maximus.
Mm-hmm.
Have you worked with him before?
No, it was first time. I just discovered this talent, in my opinion, and I asked him to do something for the new album. I
Okay.
wanted something in hand.
Yes.
So no Photoshop things, stuff like this. So
Yeah.
I wanted something real.
Yeah.
So I got all the picture from him. I explained him what I wanted, and
there
he
you
came
go.
up with this.
So you didn't play him the music beforehand?
No.
Okay.
No.
You gave him the description.
Yeah, description. Yes.
Okay. Because it's fun. It's funny when you got him to do that. When I was looking at it, the artwork is incredible. You would agree, yeah?
All right.
Yeah.
I would agree. Yes.
Yes. So last year I was in Madrid, in Spain,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in a museum called the Prada. Do you know of it?
There. Yes.
Have you been?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So one of my favorite artists in the Prada is El Greco.
El Greco. Yes.
Yes, who is also Greece.
Yes. It's all Greek. Yeah.
Yeah, and when I saw that,
I found a lot of similarities with this guy.
yes,
So I I wanted to dress the new album, the new music with something like this.
yeah, because I mean some of his stuff, especially with Jesus and the crucifixion, and also there's a one with the shepherds as well, the Ascension of the Shepherds. Is it? You know that one with the shepherds?
Yeah. Yes.
It's beautiful, you know, and so that was my first feeling when I saw that painting. I went, wow, is it possible that you could have?
Yes, maybe.
So then, it brings me on also to the next thing then, which was Nicholas Kazantzakis. is it?
Kazantzakis. Yes.
Yes, you used one of his songs, or one
Yes.
of his poems.
Poems, actually. Yeah.
Right.
He was categorized as a heretic at the time, back in the time. So I said, all right, some of his sayings fits well with the music, with what I'm doing with the new album.
Yes.
So I used some of his sayings for one of song called Pistevo, I believe.
Yes, correct, yeah. So then, funnily enough, because with my podcast I do a lot of research and stuff anyway, so he actually wrote a book called Report to Greco.
Yes.
You're aware of this?
Yes, I'm aware of this, yes.
So I discovered this only 2 days ago, 3 days, through researching for you.
Yes, that's good. You know, that's sometimes music. All right, we have recorded a lot of albums, have written a lot of lyrics. But the more I grow up, the more I would like to write something with meaning. That's why in the last album I used a lot of sayings from people that were blamed as heretics. Something similar with what we are doing in the black metal scene and in general in metal scene. People maybe see us as heretics because the path you have chosen is not the same path like they have chosen. So I was blamed a lot of time. I was categorized as heretic. So I said, all right, time has come to write something about heretics.
Yes, and of course, would you agree that there is some similarities between you and Nicholas and El Greco as well?
Maybe. Okay, it's a big word to say.
It is
okay.
a big word to say,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
but I feel comfortable saying it to you.
Yes, all right, yes.
Okay. But would you agree? Because I mean, you have.
I do. Let's say I do, okay?
So when I want to bring you back to when you were a child, growing up, was religion a big part of your life as a child?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, it was.
So similar to me.
Yes.
And when I discovered metal, then it caused a lot of conflict in relation to what I was listening to and what I was hearing from my parents with the church, the Catholic Church.
Yes.
I'm just wondering.
I think that Ireland and Greece, in terms of religion, have more or less the same path. You know, you are a quite religious country. We are quite religious, let's say, fundamentalistic country.
Mm-hmm.
So we have more or less the same age, I think, right?
Correct. Yes.
So I think that we have passed the same test, yes.
Yes.
So when metal came up, it was especially black metal. It was something against religion, and that was the reason that was born. Of course, then it took different directions, but.
Yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, was there conflict with your parents in the direction?
No, that much. Didn't care. They didn't care.
Okay.
Okay, but when they know the name of the band, okay, they say, what are you doing? You know, are you okay?
Yeah.
But not big conflicts. I
Okay.
can't say big conflicts.
Yeah. Because like I'm turning 49 now next year.
All right.
How old are you?
47.
47.
Yes,
Yeah. So we've had. It's strange that we've had different lives, but with religion, me from Ireland, you from Greece, but throughout our paths we have a common goal, which is metal.
All right. Yes. This is what unite us.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and this is why I'm actually sitting here and talking to you today. So
exactly.
And also because you wrote an amazing album, and
all right.
I'm one of my
Whatever.
favorite bands.
Yeah.
Yes. So you now are a published author as well.
What do you mean, published authors?
A published author. You have a book out.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Well. Yeah. About the story of the band.
How did you feel about approaching that whole project? Were you nervous or?
Yeah, I was quite nervous in the beginning because I had to search of my past, and that sometimes I don't want to search my past.
Yeah.
But the more I searched, the more I came up like a happy man, because I discovered things that I have already forgotten.
Yes, it happens with our age.
Yes. So I forced myself to think about everything, about my childhood, everything, how we started, what was the reason.
Yeah.
And I came up with the first book of the band, about the history of the band, 30 years.
You surely had to have help with.
Yes, Dale
They'll
Patterson
help.
from Carl Never Dies.
Okay, so how did he help you? Did he?
Interviews all the time. Interviews like this, you know.
Okay.
Hello, how are you doing? Blah 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 blah. Yeah.
And then
So he was writing. Yeah.
And did you actually visit any of your childhood friends or anything like that for some sections of it, or younger people that were into the scene when you were maybe a teenager?
Dale came to Athens. Yes.
Yeah, and
Actually.
for the book, yeah.
Yeah, for the book. Yes, he took a lot of interviews from people all around.
How did you feel about listening to some of them stories?
Sometimes I was
They weren't
surprised sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't know some things.
Yeah, you'd forgotten.
Yeah.
And I hope they weren't bad stories.
Not that bad. Not that bad. No.
Okay. And just because I'm not sure, is the book available in English now?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Yes,
so that's good. I can buy it then.
Yeah.
Did he talk to your brother or anything like that as well, or your parents?
Yes.
Yeah. So it must have been quite a reflective period while the book was being made. Did it actually? Okay, so you would have had to reflect on it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you come away feeling more knowledgeable and?
Yes.
Okay.
More knowledge. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So in relation to your current album,
Yes.
the marketing and stuff like that, are you responsible for marketing? With YouTube, Spotify, all that?
Yes, we have our own channel.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I don't think that labels are that strong.
No, they're not. Correct.
They're not. Things has changed dramatically in the last 10 years after YouTube or Facebook and stuff like that. So if you have a band, you must control everything.
Yes. Are you personally involved in that?
Yes.
Did you take a back seat before?
Backseat? What do you mean?
Okay. Did you kind of leave somebody else organize that before, or were you always conscious of it?
No, I'm a control freaker. So I love very much what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to leave everything to other people. Okay, of course I leave a lot of work, like booking some shows, sometimes paperwork issues. But when it's about music or about how to promote your music,
and your passion.
Yes, it's my passion. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I also, being Irish, found out that you're quite the man. You're involved in a beer company.
Yes.
Can you explain to our listeners?
No, just one beer company. Came up like preparing one special beer for the band, and
has it been released yet?
It's out. Yes.
Is it?
It's It's very strong. It's very tasteful. Yeah.
Does it taste like Rotting Christ? Should taste if it
more,
wasn't
more.
Really?
Yeah. Even more.
And how will that work then? Is it just
He was a friend of mine actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And has he been doing it for years? Is it? And
yes.
And you enjoy his beers? And,
well,
and then it came up in the conversation.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
And can you get it? Where is it? Just solely in Greece?
Yes, more or less. Yes.
I might get onto Amazon. I might be able to get it across.
All right. I can
send
you. I can ship you some if you want.
Really?
Yeah, do that.
That'd be really nice out of you. Thank you. So moving on, Bloodstock is next. How do you feel about that?
We have a lot of festivals this year, including Bloodstock, and I feel like I'm gonna do my best.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
Bloodstock is a very nice festival.
It is.
And we are very glad that we headline Sophie Lancaster stage.
Sophie, that's where you are. Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect,
yeah.
And we really look forward to be back here in UK.
Yeah.
Say.
Maybe our paths might cross again because I'm going to Brutal Assault.
Brutal Assault, we play also there.
Yeah. So we're going for the first time. I've never been there.
It's a very nice festival.
Is it? Yes, you'd
it
recommend
is.
it?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Have you played it a few times or?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. Okay. And it's in a fortress, I believe.
It's in a fortress, yes.
So
it's great bands, great organization, and the feeling is good. Yeah.
Okay, and you've got one in Germany as well, Partisan Open Air.
Yes, Partisan. Yeah.
Have you played that before?
Yes, once.
What are the German crowds like? Do you enjoy playing to the German crowds?
Yes, why not?
Yeah.
For me, metal has no boundaries.
It has no boundaries, correct? Yeah.
For
but
me,
I think kind of sometimes when Irish bands go over to Germany, not many, but some of them go over to Germany, they're really bowled over by the reception they get. They're really intense to German fans, which is nice to hear, because sometimes like there's I don't know, are you aware of Sakis of the Irish scene at the moment, but it's very, very strong. For the first time in a long time, there's a lot of really good bands, Irish bands.
I know.
Oh, you're aware, yeah? And they're coming to festivals in Bloodstock now as well. Zealot Cult and 10 Ton Slug, I'm going to tell you. If you have a chance, check them out. They would be delighted with me for that.
All right, all right.
I might get a free T-shirt or something. So that's it. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
You're welcome, my friend. Thank you very much for your readers in speaking with me.
Yeah.
We came from Greece to do our best tonight.
You
We'll
will
be back for a couple of days. We'll be back in Bloodstock.
Yes.
And we'll be around to play our precious music.
Yeah.
And to keep on walking in our own path, make us heretics.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And he sums it up nicely like that. So you've been listening to Richie at the Metal Cell podcast. Thank you again, Sakis. I wish you nothing but success with the album.
Till the end, okay?
Thank you.